What? You're reading a book about an alleged personal account of the Iraq War?
Yes, by Major General Robert H. Scales Jr.
Robert H. Scale. I can't say I've heard of this general.
So it says this unprecedented account of the intensive air and ground operations in Iraq, two of America's most distinguished military historians, bring clarity and depth to the first major war of the new millennium. So
Interesting.
that's that.
That's interesting.
It seems to be just history, though, so we'll see how. And it has pictures.
It has pictures
It has
on the ground in
pictures.
Iraq.
Look, bro, it's pictures. It's like a comic book.
Okay, interesting.
Update.
No, I'm trying to say like if it's like if
Update.
you can tell if it's like pictures that only this person would have to do there, or if it's like pictures that every media company has. I mean,
It's attributed to a lot of people. Like AP Photo is the author of a lot of them, or the photographer for a lot of them.
I have
There are some. Go ahead, Jared. I'm sorry, I interrupted you like 3 times.
Oh, it's okay. I have an update. Josh still never dropped off the book, y'all.
You want to know what's crazy? I was in Harlem last week, Tuesday, and literally, as soon as I stepped off the train, I was like, "Wow, I do not have the book."
You still could have hit my phone.
That's
Bro,
difficult.
I'm in Harlem. Want to do something?
Yo, that's crazy. John
You
get
don't work?
invites like that. I don't get no invites, bro. It's okay though. I understand. I'm not the fun guy.
We don't do anything, bro. Nobody does anything. How can you get invited to nothing?
It's okay. It's okay.
How you get invited to nothing, bro?
Okay. I mean, it sounds like y'all just do shit on the fly. He said you was in Harlem. You could have hit his phone and you could have did something. So I was like, okay.
Jared, how many times I hit your phone and we did something?
Y'all good, bro.
One
Good.
time.
It's okay.
One time? What did we do?
See, so it actually happened. All right, so prove me right.
Can I explain what happened?
What?
Ja hit my phone. He said on 125th Street. It was raining and I dubbed it.
Oh, you talking about when I hit your phone? I hit your phone the last time I was in Harlem too, and you was at work, I think.
Did I hit me on
No, the last time, bro.
the last time was when it was,
so there's more times. Okay.
it was one time. The only time
The
Ja hit my
last time. That's not like 2 more times, bro.
the only time Ja hit my phone when he was on 125th Street, supposed to go to the hat spot, but it was raining. I said, nah, it's a dub.
It was not raining that day, bro.
It was raining.
Then I'm talking about a different time, bro.
Oh, so that's the only time I know. All I know is that, and then you motherfuckers like the other one. But yo, what's up? Yo, hold on, this kid recorded the call?
Yeah, bro. He be starting, bro. He just be starting it, bro. I respect it. Like, if we go talk, we go just talk. Like, I didn't even notice it was recorded, but I figured.
I didn't either because your face is like taking up like the little box on my screen. So the little box was over like the recording button.
Oh man. All right, man, Joe.
Most of the news this week has either been let's just introduce the podcast. Welcome to episode 31 of the Overthinking podcast.
That's your telephone number.
You know what I'm saying? The Bassy episode and all that. I'm just Ja. That's just me. Who's in the spot? Let's get it. Introduce yourselves, man.
In the spot, man. Jay Jared in the place to be.
G in the building. What's up? We back again.
Yes, sir.
And then here he go. Where he go?
Now, I had to grab something, bro. There's background noise, in the crib because the Mets are playing. But yes, you already know it's the dark skin poppy, the Watson soul, the goat, the chocolate Don, Mr. Too Many Nicknames himself. You already know.
Yes, sir. We back. A lot of the news this week has been a bit grim, at least the ones that I've bumped into. So we're gonna start with basketball. Jared brought up a really good point in pre-production, and I wanted to hear George's answer. Who is the most disappointing team in the NBA?
This season?
Yeah.
Question. Who is the most disappointing team in the NBA this season? I ain't gonna lie to you. I
It's
don't
the
know off the top of
Lakers.
my head. The Lakers. You can't say the Lakers. They've been injured.
Nah, I'm not gonna say it. It's not the Lakers.
I don't.
My pick was more towards like the Pelicans because we had higher expectations of them. But yeah. I'm trying to think. Should it be a team that didn't make the playoffs last year, and because we expected more from them, but they still didn't make the playoffs? Should it be one of those teams, or should it be a team that was higher up last season and they went from like being a 1 to 3 seed to now being like a 5 to like 7 seed?
I think it should be more of a team that we expected more of, just because the way the injuries have stacked up for the All Stars this season. I don't think any team should be faulted for falling in the standings. I think, even though the only team I could probably think of are the Lakers.
Because the Mavericks because there was definitely a lot of issues
And
with
the
COVID.
Mavericks. Yes.
COVID started the season, so that does make sense for a lot of the stronger teams that had a lot of players missing from injuries or COVID situations.
Boston.
You say is Boston disappointing?
I don't know. I always thought Boston was overrated.
I agree. And I've been waiting for somebody to say it, bro. I don't know, bro.
Turn off the TV, bro. I'm sorry.
Tatum and Brown are giving me Vince Carter and Tracy McGrady vibes. I don't know what it is.
And I know that duo intimately. So,
bro, a lot of talent. Maybe could have won a chip together, but didn't. You know what I'm saying? They played pretty much the same position. They have similar skill sets. One's more skilled than the other on one end of the floor. Obviously, I think Brown and Tatum collectively are better than Vince and McGrady, but neither here nor there. I just don't know if that's what it takes to win a championship in the NBA right now. So it is what it is.
I think that Celtics team it reminds me of the Miami team a lot with LeBron, Wade, and Bosh. Like, they're very top heavy, and I think that's what hurts them. But because they're so top heavy that the depth that they have is so lacking that when one of those guys have an off night, that the other two can't carry them to, wins against other deep teams. Which a lot of the top teams that you gotta beat to win a championship in this league, they're 4 or 5 players deep. Whether it be 3 stars and 2 very good role players, or 4 stars, like how the Warriors were, or how the Nets are right now. It all depends. I just don't think Boston has enough.
You shaking your head, Jay? You don't agree?
No.
Why not?
Because I just think Boston.
Boston was what?
Kemba missed 30 games. And he's still injured. Still never got his groove back like he was like he was last year.
Mm-hmm.
Tristan Thompson was in and out. It was just been a rocky year for them. Marcus Smart missed some games.
Marcus Smart missed a lot of games, and he's like their glue guy.
So I just thought that
he's the Draymond Green of the team.
I just thought that like their failure to the injury.
I was gonna say.
But what are your expectations of this Boston team, though? I don't expect them to win a championship or get to the finals.
You can't say that.
Why not? I just did.
Because they just went to the East Conference Finals last year.
Okay.
They went to the East Conference Finals last year.
And what happened?
I mean, they lost.
Yeah. And then what happened this year? The East got even better.
But they got better too. They was just hurt.
So
I felt like Tristan was a good pickup for them because they needed bigs. They were small.
Yeah, Georgia.
Jeff Teague pickup flopped terribly.
Yeah, and they got rid of him too.
But I want to say for the East, like for the whole season, the Raptors, they've been out of the playoff contention the entire season. Like, and like yeah, they lost some key pieces, but they're sitting at the 12th seed right now with 26 and 38, tied with the Bulls, 3 games behind the play-in. So that's my pick. I would say post All-Star, obviously post trade deadline. I would say the Bulls because they've lost like everything with Vucevic, and I know I think Jared said it the other day that Zach LaVine's missed like 8 or 9 games because of COVID.
No, that was
Okay.
I didn't say
So-
that.
he said
Someone-
that for the fantasy.
Someone
I
said
said-
to me either way.
I didn't say about 8-9 games. I don't know about that. I just know he's out for my fantasy team, and it's
And then yeah, obviously for the West, the easy picks the Pelicans because Zion took that leap. He's averaging 27 a game, and they traded for Steven Adams. They gave him that $34 million extension for 2 years, and anything.
so.
They violated. I ain't gonna lie. They throwing money at anybody. So.
But so George, you thought the Raptors were gonna be how much better?
In the playoffs. I thought they'd be like the 4th, 5th seed again.
Yeah, no, the East got a lot better.
I don't know who your plug is, but shit, I want some too.
Like yeah, they lost Gasol, but he was old, and then Ibaka was like the main thing they lost. So it's like everything else was there, and they tried to bring in Baines, who could have easily filled that Marc Gasol role, and then the rise of
Who
don't think so.
Baines?
And then Chris Boucher. How do you say
Chris
it?
Boucher.
Boucher.
He's
Boucher?
not.
Yeah.
He's not
Like,
there yet.
he
bro.
could've
He has
filled-
great
Non-factor.
He's not there yet.
Yeah, non-factor.
No, but he took like that leap, like where he could have at least filled like some of Ibaka's production. That was what I was thinking. Maybe not as much on the defensive end, but on the offensive part. So
Eh.
I feel like they shouldn't be the 12th seed. They should at least be in the play-in picture.
I agree. Who's in the playing picture? Is Detroit in there?
No, it's the Wizards and
Oh, Jao, who your plug, bro? I thought you was fasting, bro.
Bro,
My boy said, "Is Detroit in there?" Yo, y'all sounded crazy tonight.
it's the Wizards and the Pacers.
Everybody's smoking crack
Wizards,
tonight.
Pacers,
And then they're
Who's-
facing the Hornets and the Celtics right now.
Hornets, and the Celtics.
But
That boy,
the Heat are-
that boy Lamelo back.
yeah.
yes, he is
That
looking
was a
good. He had a
recovery.
good first game back.
Yeah,
don't
he
know
had a pretty
how-
good game.
Recovery though.
Huh?
I feel like that was too fast of a recovery though.
I don't know the nature of his injury, but I've come back from a wrist injury early, and as long as you're not ODing, as long as you don't fall on it again, you should be fine.
The injury in the first place though was such like a freak thing. That's why it's like you said, it's so easy to say like don't fall on it again, but like the way he fell on it the first time, like it was just like a freak thing. He like fell backwards.
Yeah,
So-
that's the thing too. But our medical technology is a lot better now, so
Yeah.
I have faith that they're taking care of him over there. So I know this probably means nothing to you guys, but the Knicks just picked up the Finals MVP from Spain. I don't know why. His name is Luka Voldrich or something like that.
Who?
He played.
Hey, I think you're talking about soccer, bro. Luka Modric played for Real Madrid.
Luka
Yo,
Vildoza. Luka Vildoza.
Yeah. It's not like you said
his-
Modric, bro.
His upside is supposed to be Campazzo. So I just wanted to keep you guys aware.
When did
Campazzo.
A few days ago, he's supposed to be coming over in the next couple of days or in the next week, I believe.
I
How
know
old is he?
For it right now.
Yeah.
I was
Yo,
I ain't
yo,
gonna lie.
Jao, you in your garage, bro?
I was kind of disappointed in Ja didn't know who Mike James was.
Hey, truthfully, I had no clue who that is, bro. Truthfully.
He thought you talking about Mike. Yo, Ja, you in your garage, bro?
Nah, bro. I'm from the Bronx, bro. What you want me to do, bro?
I'm asking because like that horn in the background, bro. What's
Yeah,
going on?
bro. Niggas outside is violent, bro.
You on the first floor?
I'm on the 4th
Shit.
Oh, yeah,
between the
right here.
Bronx.
I found the news release of them talking about they were signing him. 25-year-old from Argentina who plays for Bisconia.
Bisconia?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
EuroLeague? What's his name?
Luca Vildoza.
Bisconia? He must ain't do shit, because I don't know.
Who are these niggas?
He averaged 10.1, shooting 37.6 from 3.
He averaged 10?
Uh-huh.
And he was the MVP?
Finals MVP.
No.
Finals MVP?
No, that's probably domestic league. Yeah,
Yes.
that's probably domestic league MVP.
Domestic League Finals MVP.
What the fuck, son? Them niggas is...
Yo, Jared, you breaking up, bro.
Niggas keep signing trash people, bro.
Hey, they whatever the trash they find is working for them, bro.
Nah, I'm just
Nah.
in general. I'm talking about because they signed the OKC signed some Real Madrid that trash. Not shit from Brunch.
Yo, is it just me or is Jared breaking up?
He was that time.
Okay. I know I'm not bugging.
Nah, I mean, you know what? I'm happy for all EuroLeague guys. That means my guy is next up.
I'm about to say KP gotta get looked at, bro, because
Bro, niggas don't want KP, bro. KP comes with too much locker room politics, bro. You can't want to nurture your star and then bring in a high level scorer, bro. It's not gonna work, bro. It's not gonna work, bro. Respectfully. We all, bro. Come on,
politics,
bro. Come on, bro. KP is a 1 or a 2, bro.
Okay.
It's crazy.
I don't know. I don't believe in
That's
playing
just me.
favorites. I don't believe in playing favorites.
That's just me, bro.
I believe in putting together the best team that you could possibly put together.
Nah,
And KP is one of the best players in Europe, and he should get his shot in the league.
If Mike James could work, that's all I needed to know.
That's what I'm saying. KP could be a 6th man of the year. You never know.
I'm just saying, bro. That Bulls built different, bro. I don't know, man.
You all know he built different. I seen him live. I know he built different.
If Mike James could work, then anybody could work.
Hopefully. But let's stick on sports. Anything else in basketball? LeBron came back. Let's do LeBron, man. He said he's never gonna. Did you get that in the recording, T? That he's never gonna be 100% ever again.
I do not think that was in the prelude. We can go back and check, but I do not think that was in the prelude. If it was, we'll just edit all this out at the end anyway.
Yeah. Who's George?
We?
When I say we, I mean
Who is we?
When I say we, I mean the collective, as in George, because I'm gonna be up with George. He's gonna do the man pop. He's gonna do the man work. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, our normal.
I'm gonna be up. I don't know about y'all.
George said, "Who's we?"
Who is we?
Who's we?
But yeah. So LeBron mentioned in a press conference that he probably won't be 100% ever again. After suffering a high ankle sprain on his right ankle.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just don't think so. A high ankle sprain is probably one of the hardest injuries to come back from, only because we still don't know a lot about that lower leg region, that tibia fibula region, heel, ankle, or Achilles. Like I don't know. His wheels just won't be as sturdy as they were at least. So I don't think he'll be 100%. Does it matter? I don't think it matters. We've seen Steph Curry survive 50 high ankle sprains. So I think Bron should.
The athlete like LeBron is though.
Yeah, but Bron was already dialing it back anyway. He's been tailoring his game to last a little bit longer. We probably won't get the super duper highlight dunks anymore, which is tough. Or maybe we will. Like, you never know. Like, it's LeBron. You feel me? Like, if anybody could do it, LeBron could do it. You feel me? But
I think by the finals he'll be dunking again.
Finals next year because they're going back to back to back. Don't watch that. Don't watch that. Don't watch that. But off of the NBA, NFL draft was this week. I hope all of your teams got the player that they wanted.
I mean, I'm still a
Bro,
free,
it's the NFL draft, bro.
I'm still a free agent, so
It's the NFL draft, bro. We know these GMs are on crack. Like, we know they're not gonna draft the players that the team actually need.
Nah,
The
bro.
Steelers ain't got like 6 QBs right now, bro. like,
I don't know. It
I
must
think
have
they
been
drafted one too, bro.
it must have been a QB heavy draft because. But go ahead, George. We'll pivot off of that.
I was gonna say that it's the NFL draft. We got 7 of the players you want for your team, but it doesn't mean they're gonna make the roster or do anything this season, or next season,
Nice.
or ever again.
That's so tough.
To get lost in the shuffle, end
We
up on
love
training
to.
camp teams.
They about
And,
to
yeah.
about to have a lot of Jamarcus Russell's drafts in this in the NFL, bro.
No, seriously. I think the first 3 players that went were quarterbacks.
was it?
Really?
No. Yes, it was quarterback. Matter of
Yeah.
fact,
Yeah. So.
Yeah, it was because it was the 3rd time it's ever happened.
yeah. Trevor Lawrence, Zach Wilson, and then Trey Lakey,
Never heard of him, by the way. But okay.
Trey Lancey. I think Trey Lancey. He went to San Francisco,
Yeah.
and then Cal.
Can somebody explain the San Francisco drafting a quarterback in the first round thing? And drafting a quarterback in the top 3 thing?
Pretty much. I just feel like they're moving from Jimmy Garoppolo. That's what.
The other day, in the Instagram chat, I shared it because in the NBA this is tampering. This is why I shared this. So the Patriots had in discussions with Jimmy G about a contract extension prior to the draft, even though no trade was made and no trade was like on the table. But they were preparing to talk to him about it in case they did make a trade. So yeah, I think the 49ers. I mean, they'll probably keep Jimmy into the training camp because you want to at least have a competitive training camp. But I wouldn't be surprised if Jimmy's traded like mid-season this year.
I mean, but where he's gonna go though? Because the Patriots drafted a quarterback.
Hey, someone will become desperate.
I mean, wasn't that the Patriots' mistake before when they got rid of Jimmy G?
Yeah.
They had Tom Brady, and Jimmy G was cooking, and they was like, "Listen, we gotta get rid of this." Tom was like, "You gotta get rid of this man, bro. He doing a little too much."
I mean, they got rid of him, and they went and got a Super Bowl, so I can't really be mad at it.
Yeah, and then what happened after that?
Well, what happens after that is history.
Nah, cause I mean, like we knew Tom was coming back that same season, though. But we also knew Tom wasn't gonna last forever. It's not like Tom was like 30 and Jimmy was like 29 coming in. Nah, it was way different. So that happened, and then boom, they broke down.
Yeah, they broke down bad too. Speaking of quarterback mess, I guess. Have y'all been paying attention to what happened with Aaron Rodgers?
Yeah, that shit's crazy.
I don't know
the other day.
the whole story. I know he was at the Kentucky Derby. That's what I know.
What you mean you don't know the whole?
I really don't.
What's that?
I know he's engaged. I believe to Shailene Woodley. I'm not sure if they're married. I know he's with Shailene Woodley.
What does that have to do?
That's what I'm saying. I don't know the whole shit. I know people say he looks sick. That's
So what happened was that he just expressed his frustrations and basically is like he don't want to play for the Packers no more.
His reasoning is he's considering retirement unless the GM gets fired. And the theory is the GM asked him to restructure his contract, which obviously when you restructure your contract, you give back some money along the way. Yeah. So that's where the internet is theorizing that the tension comes from.
Well, no, the tension's been there though, George. Last season the tension been there. Then
with the QB situation.
Remember then 2 years before that when they hired Matt LaFleur. I think the GM was telling
Why
Aaron
he
Rodgers,
emphasized
you
the
don't,
man's name like that?
because I was on my Stephen A. You know, Stephen A. Smith be like, Matt LaFleur.
Hey, continue,
And,
continue. Sorry for
and so
interrupting.
the GM told Aaron Rodgers, don't have the problem. And then, Aaron Rodgers just did Aaron Rodgers things and won 13 games and went to the championship. Then how did they repay him? They just drafted the quarterback in the first round. Then what did he do? He just goes and get a performance. And what do? They want to finance his contract. So he's tired of them. I don't blame him.
I mean, how old is Aaron Rodgers, bro?
He's up there.
36?
Exactly. Like, come on, bro. Like,
What you mean?
they gotta, like, you gotta understand, bro. They gotta build for the future. You can't just look at right now. You gotta build for your future as well, bro.
Aaron
That's not his
Rodgers
problem,
is still a top 5 quarterback in the
It's not,
league, though.
it's not his problem, but he gonna be a top 5 quarterback in the league for how long? And is he a top 5 quarterback in the league right now?
though.
So
Yes, he is.
trade up. So you would trade up in the first round to get a quarterback?
Trading up is a lot, but you want to secure your future though. If you think
Bro,
the QB
this
that you're trading up for is that talented, then you got to do
unless
that and you
you
secure your future.
unless you traded up for Trevor Lawrence in this draft, there was no reason to trade up and get a quarterback. Respectfully.
No, but it was last year's draft. Last year's draft quarterback sucked.
Oh, that's even worse.
Yeah. You're right.
They traded up last year. Like, what do you?
If you traded up last year when the quarterback class wasn't that good, then that's a different story. But
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, they fucked up. They don't respect
That's
fans.
unfortunate. But yeah, I think he should get out of there.
I mean, well, aren't they playing the law of averages, bro? Because I mean, like, look at the Steelers. Like I said, the Steelers they got like 4 quarterbacks on their roster right now, bro. So maybe they're playing the law of averages. One of them got to be good. maybe that's how Green Bay is looking at it. One of them got to be good.
The Packers are doing bad.
Mm-hmm.
The Packers are doing real bad with Aaron Rodgers. I mean, they consistently the year they just disrespect the man. Like I think I was watching
Man's
what
getting old, bro.
the last 10 years. In the first round, 9 out of the last 10 years, they drafted a defensive player in the first round.
Yeah.
And then the one year out of the 10 years that they draft the offensive player is the quarterback they traded up to get.
It's crazy. So what you trying to say? They're not giving Aaron Rodgers any offense?
Nope.
No.
Not even a little bit.
You can sign players. You can trade for players. They gotta be drafted.
They're not giving nobody. They said last year when I think did they sign Percy Harvin for like a little bit of the season?
I'm not sure.
I can't remember.
I think they signed either Percy.
Honestly, can't tell you.
It was somebody late in the season of last year, and they said that is the first time Aaron Rodgers threw to a first round wide receiver in like the last 7 years that he's been there.
A lot of people think he's a better QB than Tom Brady, and Tom Brady been throwing to converted punters and field goal kickers. So
I mean, he's a better talent than Tom Brady.
Yeah, he's faster. His arm speed's a little harder.
And he throws on a run better than Tom.
He can actually run. Tom don't run.
He's not like a better QB.
I said he's a better talent, but Tom is just a better winner.
Tom is just paid the ref better.
Shit.
them checks from Brady hit harder.
Yo.
But,
well, the Giants, we got our guy from Florida.
Clay Matthews lookalike?
So we can get into the news. T shared a troubling article with me the other day about an Oregon woman who was sexually assaulted by police officers that she made a report It just goes to show the kind of abuse of power that's been going on within the ranks. There are police officers with pending sexual assault cases that are still working their regular jobs and not sitting behind a desk. Just abolish it, bro. It's like just let's just abolish it, bro. You know what I'm saying? A little bit of army news. I don't know if this like will resonate with y'all, but her last name is Guillen. I
Vanessa,
forget
is it
her
Vanessa?
first name. Yes, Vanessa. Yes. So
She was out of full hood.
yep, out of Fort Hood. If you don't know the story, young lady was reported missing. When they did a little digging, they found out that she had made a couple of sexual assault complaints against her leadership. And she went missing, and they ended up finding her body in the woods somewhere on base. So 21 Army leaders are going to be disciplined over her disappearance and her death, which is crazy.
Wow, 21.
21 from
That's,
they
that's a
say
crackdown. That's a
they
definite crackdown.
have a saying in the Army that says the shit rolls downhill, and the
Yep.
shit rolled all the way downhill. It
Yep.
started from the brigade commanders down to the battalion commanders. They were, let me get this right. They've been relieved receiving general officer memorandums of reprimand. So it's right a step below a dishonorable discharge, which is crazy.
That's the ass.
Yeah, it's not a discharge as of yet. But they have been relieved from their positions. It's probably going to be a demotion of some sort. But their command time is definitely done. I think it's awesome. I'm glad that they're doing something about it. But obviously, we have to get to the root of the problem to actually get justice for Vanessa. But that was just a little update. I thought it was nice to kind of brighten my day with that.
The base, son. That base is crazy, bro. There's mad reports that come out of that base.
Listen, there are mad reports that come out of a lot of places. There are mad reports that come out of Fort Hood because Fort Hood is a larger base.
That's true, but when I say reports, I mean like not like civilians, just like military personnel getting into shit coming out of that base, bro.
Yeah, it's a factor of a lot of things. It's Texas, so you know. I mean, that's all I gotta say about that. You know what I'm saying?
Next is gonna be it's Florida.
Yeah, bro, literally.
You know how that goes.
But that's all I got with the regular news. Do you guys have any? Oh, Biden's address. Did you guys watch the address, or at least watch like a summary of the address?
I watched some of it.
I watched pieces of it, snippets of it
on Twitter with the little clips.
Yeah, I ended up watching it by accident. My mom had it on the TV. Mm-hmm. It was pretty cool. It was drip. He said, "Madam Vice President and Madam Speaker." That's drip for me. That's just a different drip. But I don't think he set his goals really high for the first 100 days. So I'm glad we're getting the pandemic under control with the vaccine. But yeah, man, nothing really stood out to me. Except he's just talking about this big infrastructure bill that's supposed to come out, and I hope it does come out because
that's gonna create a lot of jobs.
But we just need infrastructure, bro. Like
it's gonna fix so many things that the country needs to fix.
What about the family plan that he was talking about?
I think that went through Congress already. I think they're negotiating that still.
Yeah, because it was like with like the paying of families and then giving money to the child care organizations and schools and stuff like that.
They're trying to do universal K through what you call it,
and then
K through 12. That's what it's called. And then they're trying to do tuition free public college for I think what is it 2 years?
Yeah, like community college, right?
Yeah, JUCOs and whatnot. They also they're being pressed to expand that to all 4-year public colleges.
I don't think that would go. I don't think that would make it. But
hey, We got the money for it. Ask the budget leader.
Yeah, ask some New York State taxes too.
Oh, New York City's supposed to be fully open by July.
Hey,
Yeah, de Blasio said that,
listen.
right? July 2nd. That's what he
Yeah.
said.
No, but I heard the governor said he trying to do it before that if the numbers keep going down.
Hey. That's between Cuomo and de Blasio.
I walked down 161 today by Yankee Stadium.
And it's pretty open, right?
It looked like we fully open, bro. It don't look like there's any restrictions, fam.
Oh man.
That's a lie. There's some restrictions out here.
Hey, he did say there aren't any. He said it doesn't look like any.
Yeah, it don't look like any, bro. I ain't gonna lie, it was a bunch of maskless white people in in Yankees jerseys getting on the train going downtown, fam. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, but but Mayor de Blasio said, by July 1st, they're trying to open it up. I know the governor said if the numbers keep going the way they are, he's trying to go earlier than that. But that's between both of them. They don't like each other, so
It's gonna be a race.
Two alpha males.
I ain't gonna lie, it's gonna be a hot summer. It's gonna be a hot summer.
Yo, I hope everybody stays safe, man. It's gonna be a super hot summer, dog.
Because I was about to
It's already a hot spring.
They said 2 people got shot in the Bronx, 3 people got shot in Brooklyn.
Yeah,
it's a
boy.
hot spring.
Did y'all see that they're waiving the NYPD is waiving their fee to try to get more black men to sign up for the exam?
Oh,
Nah, I haven't seen that.
that's tough. Yeah, facts. Good luck, bro.
Nah, bro. They're waiving the exam.
Good luck and Godspeed.
Is that what holds black men back from joining the force? Is just the exam fee?
It gotta be. It gotta be, right, George? That gotta be it, right, George? We can't afford the exam fee. That's why we don't become police officers. Clearly, that is clearly the only reason why we don't become police officers. And I'm so glad they waived it because now I can fulfill my dream of becoming a police officer that I couldn't fulfill because of my downtrodden economic state, bro.
$40. 40.
It was $40.
Yeah, that's how much the exam costs.
Hey, I don't got $40, so I'm glad that they waived it. So now I can go take the test. You dig?
I would have thought it was the IQ requirement because you can't be past a certain level, and black people we think at a higher level when it comes to certain situations regarding the law. So
listen, man, I just
I'm gonna leave it at that.
I don't get it, bro. I just don't.
Sometimes I just Umar, bro. we trade for this,
bro. Sometimes I just don't get it, bro. I don't get it,
bro. They don't get it. That's the more thing. They don't get it.
The more I start learning about like the systems that keep us in this situation that we're in, it's like come on, man. Like come on, bro.
Bro, they honestly don't. They don't get it. They don't understand why they have. Bro, don't you remember the video that came out where that one union representative was like, cops need to be treated with respect.
Yeah,
screaming in the video and all that. Like we don't give them the respect that they deserve. Like, bro, read the room. Have you not seen what y'all been doing for like the last 30, 40 years?
The room, bro. Like, but that's what it is. That's what it is, bro. The unions will go and they were gonna put their blinders on and get their point across because they paid dues. Police officers paid dues to get protected by the union. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's true.
It's the money talks, man. The money talks.
I mean, I don't understand, bro. And then my thing is though, I've also seen videos where like there's groups of black officers who say that they themselves have been racially profiled and almost segregated in precincts to the point where some of them are not even officers anymore because of what they had to deal with while they were officers.
Bro, you know the kind of cognitive dissonance you have to overcome to be a police officer if you're black? The kind of cognitive dissonance you have to endure daily, bro. And when we talk about segregation, we got to speak about de jure segregation, which means segregation that is being upheld by the law. And it may not be explicitly segregation where like we're separating blacks and whites, but if we're putting black officers with black officers, and when black officers complain, nothing is done about it, then it is actively being enforced by the leadership. Therefore, de jure segregation. You know what I'm saying? It's not black officers like hanging out with black officers. Like that's just not it. You feel me? But
it's interesting because that's literally institutionalized racism, but they don't understand that that's what that is. That you're breeding institutional racism within your institution, within the system itself.
Yeah,
and they don't understand, like, when we bring that up, that's what we're talking about. Those little things. They think like, oh no, he's black, we're gonna put him together. But like yo, no, there's serious issues within your department about how non-cops cops that are not of color deal with communities of color, and they're not from these communities, and then you have them enforcing a standard on the cops of color, and then creating a system and a culture of let's say violations of the Constitution and of people's rights.
I feel the point about cops of color and cops not of color being it. It don't matter what color the cop is, bro. I don't know no cops of color that got clout in our neighborhoods. Like, what you mean, bro? Like, just because you black don't mean you getting play around here. Like, I don't know.
Right. That's also that's because of their history, the culture that they bred.
I can't say much. I'm in the military, but like, I don't know. At least I ain't a police officer. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. I don't want to go backwards. I don't want to take backward steps. But have y'all heard anything about this whole Cuomo situation with the sexual assault thing?
Nope.
No, I've not heard any updates.
Wow, that team over there is doing a damn good job.
Yeah.
Sounds like we had some falsehoods being spread about
The emperor.
The emperor, as Joe said, Emperor Cuomo.
I ain't hear nothing again about the Deshaun Watson thing either.
I was just gonna say I haven't heard anything about that either since.
I'm just saying, hey, the man asked for a happy ending, and they obliged. That's all I'm saying. He wanted a special massage, and they obliged.
No.
And then they felt because he was a big black football star that they was forced to do it, that they were compelled to do it. And he's like, nah, I just asked and I received. Hey, the Bible said, the Lord helps those that help themselves.
No, you cannot be getting a massage and get a boner, bro. That's unacceptable, bro.
What do you mean? So John, let me ask you something.
Ask ahead. Go ahead, bro.
Girl never touched you and you never got hard, bro?
Cool, bro. Y'all gonna let him ask me that?
I want to know why he whispered it like in the movie, like.
Timestamp that, bro. What?
You the one that said the bullshit.
Yeah.
That's what Shorty said Deshaun did, bro.
He supposed to control that.
So
yes, control yourself.
An attractive woman is rubbing you down, bro. That's literally what's happening. She's rubbing you down.
Bet.
And
okay.
And that has never happened to you where
now hold on. Let's say it is an involuntary act, right? Let's say he couldn't control himself. He can't start humping the air, bro. That's voluntary. You can't start humping the air, fam. That's not okay.
Wait, that's the detail she gave?
Yes, bro.
All right, like, see, that part you're correct on.
Okay.
The first part you said some bullshit.
Yo,
Sheesh, I didn't know he did all of that. Allegedly did all of that.
I get the big
That's
humping
crazy.
ass. But if you get a boner while she rubbing you, then
Oh, Ja, I finally found it in my bookmarks on Twitter. So
Hmm.
the name of the detective that I was mentioning last week, his name is Jeremiah Williams. He has been accused of anally penetrating 4 different detainees, had 60 complaints and 11 lawsuits filed against him in the last decade, and he's never been disciplined, received 13 pay raises and a big promotion.
Hold on. His name Jeremiah. He black?
Nah.
Oh.
Nah. Nah.
You know that Denzel Washington meme? Oh.
Like you put your head on your chest, like
Yeah.
Another light real world news thing that came out this week was Vanessa launching the Gianna Bryant clothing line.
Yes. That is big news because they think with Mamba's with Kobe's split from Nike, they're thinking about making the Mamba brand because the Mamba logo belongs to the estate 100%. So they have rights to it.
He was already like this came out. I think this came out shortly after he died, but there was like the report talking about he had plans on leaving Nike to start his own like shoes anyway. So like before this all even happened.
Are you sure that he was wanting to leave Nike, or he was gonna get the a sub company like what they did with Jordan?
Yeah,
I'm not sure which one it was, but he wanted to take it like more into his control. So that's what I remember the report saying.
More of a sub company like Jordan, because I think that's what LeBron is working towards.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were. I believe in the statement Vanessa put out. She said they were looking for a lifetime contract.
Yeah, that's basically what LeBron and Jordan got.
Yeah, so.
All right, wait, hold up, Ja. I forgot to put this part. I forgot to put out this part in there too. Williams admitted that people call him ass man.
Yo, dog.
He did that shit.
Dog.
Literally, he did that shit.
Dog.
Yo, this is the culture that NYPD breeds, bro. They get that man 13 pay raises and a promotion, and they call him ass man.
That's not funny, but it's funny.
It's not. It's terrible. It's absolutely terrible. But this shit is gold, bro. Whee.
That's out of pocket.
Oh,
back on track though. The Mambacita, it looks all right. I don't think I'm gonna buy this first one, but if another colorway comes out, I might cop it.
I really like the design of it.
There was
They went up for sale already?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, remember Kobe had that black hoodie though for the Mamba Academy that had the circle and the M and the emblem.
Yes, I've been looking for that my whole life.
Same, bro. That shit is fire. Why did they drop that?
They probably
exclusive, bro.
I want one of those.
Because
I know the team had it.
Yeah, because they was what you think.
No, but I'm saying I saw it on eBay and shit. So I'm like, remember when he died and all his shit sold out? That sold out too. So I'm assuming that they had them produced because it was Nike stuff, and I'm assuming they had them produced. But I'm not gonna go and pay $500 for no hoodie, bro. Like
yes,
it's
quiet.
I love Kobe.
Love Kobe.
Shit, he ain't $500 for a hoodie. Ain't nobody $500 for a hoodie. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, for a fact, big fact. But now that the Kobe's are officially like super dead stock, I gotta pay Kobe's 10.5. What's up? Talk to me nice. I'm
gonna think about my one pair of Galaxies I have, and that's about it.
It's interesting though. Like, do you think that Nike was not able to renew a contract with the Bryant estate because they didn't want to give Kobe a lifetime contract, or because some of the stuff in some of the stuff that they were negotiating, not Nike, the Brian Estate was negotiating was way too much, and it seemed like they were just trying to capitalize off of the lawyers were trying to capitalize as much as they can off of Kobe's passing.
No, so from what I read was that Vanessa didn't like the limited capacity of sneakers that was being released.
So
Interesting.
it's almost as if Nike was driving up the resale price of the shoes by making them scarce.
Yeah,
And the whole point of creating the shoe is to make it accessible to as many people as possible. So
yeah.
I mean, Nike does that with almost all their shoes, don't they?
But this is what Vanessa's issue is. Like Kobe wants everybody to be available.
I feel like
So-
also though, obviously because he passed away and like the resellers are trying to get him, but like the Kobe's always had like a more limited amount of releases and colorways compared to like a pair of LeBrons, a pair of KDs. You see the Kyries, the Paul Georges, like they mass produced. And like
Yeah, you also have
like,
to look
even
at
like,
how much the supply and
'cause,
demand.
like, even the Kobe's like the ADs, like his last pair that he had, after the ADs that came out
Mhm.
after his playing days, those were never like set on the shelves either. And
You
like,
know,
now
I feel like
essentially-
there was more. I feel like there was more accessible to more people than it is now.
it
I feel
was.
I feel like it was easier to grab a Kobe than it was to grab a pair of LeBrons.
I'm not gonna
Depends
go
on the Kobe.
that
I'm not
far
gonna go
with
that far with you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
it
depends on the
Yeah,
definitely depends on the Kobe.
but it was more like it was more accessible than it is now.
It depended. What it was is that the Kobe's came out in a lot of different colorways.
Yeah.
So some of the colorways went quickly and
Yeah.
some didn't. But if you wanted to go out and get a Kobe shoe, you could.
Yeah.
Now they're coming out one colorway. You know what I'm saying? I remember when the Kobe 9s came out and I wanted the all black joints. It was clipped. I had to get a different color, but I could get a different color.
Yeah.
You feel me? So I think that's Vanessa's gripe, and I feel her, because if you're gonna go through a lifetime partnership with this company, and they have, let's say, rights to the distribution of the shoe, you wanted at least to mimic what Kobe would want. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So,
But I mean, you also have to think about the environmental practices of these companies too, because you don't want them to just keep producing shoes, and then the resellers buying them out, and then you're creating this huge backstock of stuff that's causing more damage to the environment as well. Because a lot of these companies are trying to be more environmentally friendly.
But
yeah,
this
I hear you, but
this is how
not this time.
resellers though by keep doing it.
Facts, because if it's in rotation, there's no motivation to resell it. Like I'm not gonna go out and pay $350 if I can get them for retail.
Yeah.
You're right, but they're gonna come out with different colorways too, though, because they want to make the money off of the different colorways, so they're not gonna keep putting out the same colorway.
Just like they always have, though.
But they always have yeah.
That's the thing. Like they're going away from what has worked and what was good for the culture, quote unquote. You know what I'm saying? So,
I know right now the sneaker game is horrible. It's terrible. It's horrible. Like right now, the way that you could consume sneakers for retail price is horrible. Like the sneakers app don't work. Champs shit don't work.
Wait, hold up. Wasn't the sneakers app? Wasn't sneakers app made by the CEO of Nike's son?
No.
Or the vice president of Nike's son? Because he definitely had a resale app that they cracked down on him for, because he was using his.
But
it was reported already. He was using his mother's her employee discount and shit like that to buy like tens of thousands of a type of sneaker or different Nike sneakers so that he could put on his site to resell them.
But he didn't create the app though. He just know the algorithm. He didn't create the app.
I don't know. I gotta reread that, because definitely said that it was his app.
No, it wasn't his app.
That's tough.
I just know the sneaker game right now is horrible. George could attest to it. That sneaker game.
I can't wait to take the L later in the month on the LeBron 8s.
It's tough. It's crazy that I hear you say stuff like that because my little bro from downstairs, I literally just seen him today, like reselling kicks out the back of his trunk.
Yo, sneaker game is terrible, yo.
So, hey man, my theory is get it how you live, man. You feel me? Like whatever it is you gotta do, like do it, man.
Sneaker game.
I do feel bad for y'all though.
We need to talk about how
Yeah.
we need to talk about, we'll keep it names anonymous, how Shorty watched us struggle all the last 7-8 months trying to get sneakers, and then Shorty had to plug this whole time.
Anyways,
I don't know who Shorty is, but that's tough.
Nah, that's tough.
I mean, that's just not valid, bro. Like that's
why the world is the way it is. People got plugs. People can put people on, but people selfish. Like everybody can eat. I don't understand.
Big facts.
Everybody can eat. There's enough to go around.
If y'all mad at Shorty and y'all don't even know Shorty, I know y'all gonna get mad at Rodney.
The mayor, he owns all the local Foot Lockers. You're right.
Yo,
I'm not saying he owns all the local Foot Lockers. All I'm gonna say is his pops is a sneakerhead. His pops also has a lot of very valuable connections. If there was a sneaker,
all
if
three
there
of the
was
Robertsons have very valuable connections in Western New York.
I'm
gonna say all four of them.
If hypothetically me and Rodney were to have a conversation, and he was like, "Yo, bro, just let me know what you want, and I'll go see if we got them." Like that would be a conversation that I would be like, "I bet." You feel me? So
absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
I just think y'all placing your anger in the wrong places. Hypothetically, of course.
I'm just saying though. This is the same guy that we talking about. Made people pay $15 for movie tickets when they cost $9. and then he bought himself Domino's with that. Pizza. He got pizza and an extra large bev to go to watch his movie with.
Nah. I remember that, son.
Everybody was like, wait, hold on. The ticket was only $9. Man said, I paid 15.
Facts.
That's
no.
Tax.
Yeah, facts. Somebody got gypped. So wouldn't let that shit happen to me though. Let that shit happen to me though.
I was saying, pizza go crazy, bro. So I'm saying, you talking about sneakers, shit. Sneakers, that's a whole ball game, bro. That ain't no $9 slice.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh man, Jared, you awfully quiet over there, bro. What's going on?
Thinking about how he paid for that pizza.
I don't think he was one. I ain't gonna lie.
I wasn't the only one, but
Oh, you was one? Damn, that's tough.
Yeah, I was one. He got me.
He got you.
I say he got me.
He got me. He got me. Then he got somebody else, and I'm pretty much sure he got somebody else on this call too. But what
I think he was a pro gamer that he got on. What you call
yeah,
he definitely. It wasn't Mike.
No, it was Quan.
He definitely
Quan with us.
He definitely got Quan. Yes, he did.
Oh, because Quan is the reason we even found out. Yes. Tough.
Shout out to our guy Quan. You know, he doing big things out in Memphis.
Man, let's get into the music of the week, man.
Before we get into that, man, John, what about the question that I shared in the group chat? You said you wanted to expand on.
Yes. Thank you for bringing that up, bro. Let me go and look at the. So this question comes from the great Wilson Raj. I don't know who that is.
I don't know.
I don't know who that is. Can a single mother teach her son how to be a man? Question mark. Open discussion.
I want.
Um,
This is a great question. I would love for a female to give her perspective on.
I don't think any female can give a perspective on it unless she has kids, but okay. Sure.
That's what I'm saying.
Um, yes and no. I think
I really
um
I want y'all to answer because unfortunately, I'm not even gonna say unfortunately. He just not
nah,
he,
it is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
he's not like the rest of us.
Meaning
Um,
what?
Huh?
Meaning what?
meaning my dad went to the store to get milk and never came back. He went to get milk and never came back, bro.
Yo, man, you come back with a glass of milk.
He's a troll, but he's not that much of a troll.
Oh,
Yo, man, you come back with a glass of milk.
oh man.
Yo, T, where your milk at?
Yeah.
Hey, I didn't. Shit, that was deep.
Yeah,
My
I
bad.
mean, it is what it is. Like, I mean,
No,
it happened already. You feel me?
I wanted Ja answer on that one.
I'm not going. I'm going to answer whether it's possible. I'm not going to answer whether it did or didn't happen because I feel like I'm still writing my story, and my mother is thankfully still in my life. You feel me? Um, I feel like yes and no. So there are some things that life gets to teach you, and there are some things that you can, like your mother can play two roles because everybody has a masculine and feminine energy, right? You don't have to get into like the individuals about it. You feel me? Into the weeds about it, but everybody has masculine and feminine energy. So, you know what I'm saying? You have women that are able to teach their sons how to excel at life, to be successful at life. You feel me? What I do think hinders them a lot is then they start solving problems and reacting to problems without knowing truly who their feminine selves are. Your masculine energy, I say, is your logical energy, your feminine energy being your emotional energy. And when you don't have a grasp on that feminine energy because you have been brought up as a man and they're trying so hard to make you a man, you look at situations a little differently. You may not have control over your emotions. You may look at things in a very hyper emotional way, or you may look at things in a hyper logical way where we know the best things in life are balanced. You know what I'm saying? So I think, yes, you can be a productive member of society with a single mother, but I think there are also some things that that need to be taught by a man. However, that doesn't mean that just because you have your pops in your life that you got all these lessons. For me, like some niggas is smart ass niggas and just don't know how to raise men. You know what I'm saying? You can't raise a man if you ain't a man yourself. You feel me? So I think it's a revolving door, and it's if you do have a single mother, it takes a lot of self work to get yourself to a place where you can stand on your own too and be able to make your own decision without your mother. I think for me, my biggest fear for a lot of time was like, what am I gonna do if I don't have my mom? You know what I'm saying? But as I kind of progress into adulthood and I kind of have to move farther and farther away from my mother in terms of making decisions, you know what I'm saying? Obviously, like she's always gonna be in my life, you know what I'm saying, while she's alive. But I think that dependency is where you find a lot of the dependencies. You just don't want that dependency, I'd say. So that was a long-winded answer for me to say yes and no. But what say the gentleman with fathers? How you hear it?
George, you go first.
I think I agree with what Josh said. Basically, like they can, but they can't. I think because it's like there's certain things like they can teach you as much as they know. They can try to teach you the things that they think the man would teach you, but it's like they're not a man, so they can't fill in that missing thing 100%. Like, it's not knocking single mothers. Like, they can do amazing jobs. They can teach you plenty of stuff. A mom can teach you probably more lessons than a father can at points in your life. But it's just you can't fully 100% fulfill a role of something that, like, that's not you. Like, that's not the life they know. That's not what they've been through. So
I mean, you could also pose this in the reverse. Like, can a father teach his daughter how to be a woman? Can a single father teach his daughter how to be a woman?
I
Like,
think
that's
that
a perfect way to
answer
look
is
at it.
absolutely not, though. But where my answer to the single mothers raising sons is yes and no, my answer to single fathers raising daughters is absolutely not. And I just feel like, because for me, watching my little sister grow up and like
hmm
me being like, oh, like, yeah, like this is how you do this and this is how you do that. And
hmm
like my mom has a totally different approach because she is a woman. So maybe my answer is absolutely not on to both. You feel me? Like, I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. Because like you say, she has a different approach because she's a woman. So would it be the same concept
But
with her raising a son? Because she's given the approach from a woman's perspective and not how men should, and how she would go about it, but not necessarily how a man should go about it. You see what I'm saying? So there's
almost.
that
But
that
here's the
okay. That's how
layer.
I'm trying to.
Here's the
That's what I'm trying
here's
to get at. Like this. That's what I'm
here's
trying to pick
here's
your
the
brain at.
layer. Here's the layer, right? And especially in America,
hmm
where we have a patriarchal system.
hmm
Unfortunately, for a long time, and these are just the facts. For a long time, women didn't even have the right to vote, right?
That's true.
So in our communities, Black women have to deal with dual discrimination, right? They're Black and they're women.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So there's as a man, there are certain privileges that I hold that my mother and my sister probably don't. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There are probably some things when it comes to safety that I may be privy to being street smart, but I may not. It may not. If I'm going down the street to the chicken spot at 4 in the morning, like I don't have to worry about it. Like if a nigga want to check me, like I got my hands. You feel me? Like it's not an
Yeah.
issue. But that may not be the mindset 100%. You know what I'm saying? So I guess for a Black man, you know what I'm saying, having to grow up in a society where their Blackness mostly defines their character, I think a woman can more relate to that more than a Black man can relate to a Black woman being Black and a woman, if that makes sense.
No, you're 100%. That does make
Okay. I
sense.
I agree. I agree with that in the political socioeconomical standpoint. Yes.
So, but for all intents and purposes, in terms of mastering your energy, and I don't even think a lot of parents master their energy to be able to even pass that on to their kids. You know what I'm saying? So
I agree.
I
I
think
agree.
mastering your masculine and your feminine and finding that balance is
I would also
extremely important.
excuse me. I also like to say that we're in a generation, us as in us millennials and zoomers as well, Gen Z. We're in a generation where there is a big shift into between what happened with our parents and our grandparents generation and how it happens with us, because they didn't have the technology that we have. They didn't have the access to certain things like how we have. You know what I'm saying? Like we're a global generation. Like we can find out what's happening on the other side of the planet like this, a snap of the fingers is quick and easy. We can learn how to do things by watching a YouTube video. So I feel like this is where a lot more parents are they're not having to raise their children as much as how past generations had to raise their children, because a lot of kids are learning things online in a sense. It's like more so now they're teaching their children the right from wrong of the things that they learn or online, or how they did it in their generation versus how things are being done with our generation.
I think that's the
No,
problem with society.
no,
You see-
you're right, T. It's I think not even like I wouldn't even say that they're teaching us less. I think the difference between like our generation and the last generation and like our parents trying to teach us is like the normal boy today or normal man, like say like when we become an adult,
Mhm.
is almost completely different than what a normal boy slash normal man would have been 40 years ago, 30 years ago when they were growing up and being raised. So they're trying to raise how, like, from what you saw in your experiences, but because of the change in times, that's not necessarily what correct. Not that it's wrong, but
Mhm.
like, you have to adapt it, so then you're correctly raising like a boy or a man or a woman or a girl of the
Yeah.
current
mean,
age,
but
and not trying to raise an outdated generation child.
Because I would say like if Jared, you were saying something, but like you stopped. Like
I
as
mean,
if you.
Jared about to
Yeah.
say my point too.
not because it's one mic. I was letting George go. I got interrupted, but go ahead.
Oh, okay. No, because there was a pause. So I was like, is he not gonna say anything? So I
Yeah.
jumped
Because
in.
George,
Well,
because
say what you're gonna say. Sorry.
got now.
You said
No,
what?
I got you, Jared. So that's the because I feel like we had the same point. I think that's what the problem is today is that kids are getting a lot of the information from the internet. And
Yeah,
one of the
yeah.
wonderful things you got it. So one of the things that we have to continue to realize is that experience will always be the best teacher. Like, yes, I can
That's true.
go on YouTube and I can look up whatever it is I need to do, but if I don't go and out and do it in practice,
Yeah,
I'm not gonna figure out how it works for me because everybody is different.
you're right.
You know
You're
what I'm
right.
saying?
That I was implying that they looked it
Like
up on
I feel like
online and then actually
problem.
got to it.
That's the problem with today's society, though, is that nobody teaches. It's like, all right, get a video, get an iPad, and go. Like, no, like, you gotta go outside, man. You gotta spend time with your kids. Go outside, take them to the park, show them, like, yo, look, you see that kid over there? You see how this and that? Boom, boom, boom. Rather than a fucking iPad.
Hmm.
The iPad is not going to teach you. iPad is not going to teach you how to move in these streets. How to say, yo, it's 10 guys on this block. Let's not walk on this block. Let's walk on the other block. That's the problem with society nowadays. And I
Talking
feel
like a
like
dinosaur right now, bro.
I was about to say like we got a bit away from certain things, but we just mess with you. I understand exactly what you mean. Like not putting yourself in certain situations because you have to be able to read the situation
yeah,
beforehand.
can't read, but you can't read from that from an iPad. And that's what all these kids nowadays like.
You're right.
It's like
You're right.
iPad. It's like, yo, they go out like nobody, like no kids go outside. Why don't kids go outside? Why don't kids play in the park? Like you barely see kids in the park now. Why? Because they want to be in the iPad. Because
I
they
mean,
want.
I would say it's not only that. I would say too because our parents' generation they did so much shit in their generation that they try to coddle our generation and the generation after to avoid
But
doing the shit that they did. Like
it's
their
not.
generation started wars over dumb shit. Like
No, but it's not coddling though. It's just the way today's society is. It's like everything is like it's not so much coddling. It's just more shit is accepted now.
I think it's kind of,
Like
yo, Ja, let me ask you, you got Caribbean parents. You never had a situation where you was inside or you asked to go somewhere, your mother said no, you asked again, your mother said no, you asked again, your mother said no, and then she came out of nowhere and say, why you always in the house?
No.
You never had a shit. That shit happened to me. Like that's the type of shit I'm talking about. Like you be wanting to go outside, be in the street and shit like that. But they would be like no, and then it asks you why you always home, like you don't got friends or some shit. And I'm
So
like that's the type of thing I'm talking about. Like I feel like that's a form of coddling. Like you want to see them doing certain things, but you actually want to be there with them. Like you want to be like a chaperone. You don't want them to just go out and go out have their fun and shit like that. And I feel like in New York City specifically, where it's a very fast paced, high octane environment that you know certain parents they don't want their kids to do certain things, so they're more in tune with like having them stay at home and look at the iPads and all that. And the only time when they actually go outside is when they're doing like sporting activities with another adult involved.
the only reason why I never really got the why you always in the house is because when I got to like 15, 16,
Hmm.
I was outside. Like you couldn't stop me from being outside. Like, and
Oh,
that's one of the things that if I had I'm not gonna say if I had a father in my life, but there was nobody to sit down and teach me like, yo, like, all right, if you're gonna be out late, because my mom was on some shit was like, yo, you're gonna be home at this time, and like, I was like, all right, like, I get home when I get home, bro. Like, I'm sorry, like, I'm turning off my phone, like, like my phone is dead. Like,
You different.
I don't really know what you want me to do. Like, I'm gonna get there when I get there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But if I had somebody to be like, yo, look, if you're gonna be outside, you're gonna do this. Boom, boom, boom. You
Check
feel
in
me?
and shit like that.
Right. You feel me? I was always an ask for forgiveness, not permission kind of person. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? But in an environment where I was going, mainly like in the South Bronx, that's not a safe place to be at night. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
like, so for me, my 15, 16-year-old brain didn't comprehend that. So I had to learn all of those lessons the hard way. And thankfully, you know what I'm saying? I ain't get shot, stabbed, beat up, jumped, none of that. You know what I'm saying? But there were a couple of times where I had to learn. You know what I'm saying? We had to run from shootouts, or we had to run from a group of people running towards us. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just some of the things you have to learn. But had I had somebody to be like, yo, listen, if you're gonna be in this type of neighborhood, these are the kind of things you need to look out for. Or these are the kind of people you don't want to be hanging around with. Or this is how you handle a situation if, you know what I'm saying, your emotions is getting high.
Yeah.
Things might have turned out differently. You know what I'm saying? I attribute a lot of like me and my mom's relationship getting super strained on my hard headedness, bro. Because I would just stay out mad late, bro. And I wasn't out doing those, like, I wasn't out smoking or drinking, you know what I'm saying, dealing drugs and like that. I was just being with I was high with the homies. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But
So you figure there's nothing wrong because you're out with the homies. Y'all not doing nothing crazy.
right.
But mom's is like, she raising a young black man in America. Is she's thinking about all the different things that could go wrong about it.
Exactly. Exactly.
I see. I see.
Yeah.
You feel
So,
me? And kids don't want to go outside, Jared. Nobody wants to go outside no more, bro. Like,
That's the problem.
the kids are getting behind the iPads because there's nothing else for them to do because they're connected by the iPads. And this whole pandemic has
And this is
accelerated that.
the problem.
Accelerated that, bro. Bro, my little sister, bro. My little sister went to the movies today. It's the first time I feel like she's got any kind of social interaction all year, bro. All
mm,
year. It's April. It's May. It's May 2nd, bro.
pandemic,
Except
bro.
from church. Except from church or school. This is the
Mm.
first kind of like actual like strictly social interaction.
Nah, man, it's crazy.
You feel me? So
Yeah, that's what happens when you in a global pandemic. People trying to avoid people and shit like that. Trying to minimize your kids getting involved too much, and that's what happens.
I mean, bring back outside.
Like, you also have to you also have to look at the fact that there's not a lot for people to actually get involved in outside. I mean, like how many sports leagues are going on for the youths that's outside of like school and whatnot. You know what I'm saying?
You could go to a Boys and Girls Club. You can go. There's always something you can do.
You have that, but there's risk with that.
What's the risk?
Um, COVID.
Oh, I mean, I guess.
I mean, they
That's what
have,
I'm saying.
but they have
There's
safety
risk with
precautions
that.
for that, though.
Like I'm not saying just be outside, just be outside on the block, chilling and shit like that. I'm saying like actual things for them to do. Cause parents love that. If you have like events and stuff like that going on, that they can do, especially if it's free, they love that. They'll send the kids there all day, like summer camp.
There's
They have
some,
no problem with that. But
well,
then you have to deal with like COVID and shit like that, and they're like, why have the extra risk? You know what I mean?
I mean, but what I'm talking about before COVID. I'm not even talking COVID. Pre-COVID, kids wasn't outside.
I mean, that's debatable. Athletes were always outside.
But you talking about athlete? Not everybody got to be an athlete. No kids go to the park. Okay.
You want to know what it is though? You want to know what it is?
What it
I think
is.
I personally feel like there are no reputable OGs in the community no more. There's nobody like if I was going to the park, I knew it was going to be a group of 6, 7 dudes who was older than me, who maybe played college ball, but they were doing good work. At least it looked like they was doing good work. You know what I'm saying? They was cool. They were charismatic. You know what I'm saying? They was talking shit. It was fun. You know what I'm saying? To go to the park. If I'm gonna go to the park, I know so and so gonna be at the park and we're gonna have a good time.
Yeah.
People are not going to the park to, you feel me? Like if you're not going to the park with your homies, like
yeah, I feel like it's our turn now. I think it might be our generation. Like that generation, they stayed in the house now. So I
no,
feel like it
no,
might be
but it wasn't
might be us that gotta go
20 year
change that.
olds. It wasn't 20, 25 year olds. It was the 36, 37,
this-
45 year olds. You know what I'm saying? Like
Cause like me
just dudes
personally,
you looked up to.
if I grab a table with down. If I knew like my people in the building like that, I got people in the building I know like that. If we were outside playing dominoes and shit, the weather's nice, I'll go outside, bring the dominoes, get a table, boom, we park.
Mm-hmm.
Pop up in the park, we play dominoes for a minute. We got cards, play spades. You know what I'm saying? People got portable speakers. Like everybody got portable speaker now. We play blast music, shit like that. But nobody doing that now. You know what I mean? Nobody wants to do that now.
You definitely have to. It definitely takes a lot more to get people. It takes a lot to get me out the house. Like except if I'm not going and being around strictly love, it takes a lot for me to get out the house, bro. I ain't even gonna lie to you.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because I just like to come and go as I please, and sometimes that could be rude. You know what I'm saying? Like we could go to the park and we gonna play dominoes. It come 4:30, like all right, bro, like I'm out. Like, but the day's still young. You know what I'm saying? It's only 4:30. You know what I mean? So you got to think. A lot of people not coming out the house if it's not bottomless mimosas. You know what I'm saying? So
you gotta make your own bottomless mimosas.
listen, man. I don't even want to talk about it, man. That's another topic I don't even want to talk about, man.
Heard you.
Stop inviting me to brunch 2021, man.
What? Oh, why?
Bro, I hate brunch, bro.
You don't like lunch and breakfast?
I don't like brunch culture, bro.
Oh, the brunch culture. Okay.
I don't like brunch culture,
Jared
bro.
to just be making his faces up and not saying nothing, bro. If you have a rebuttal, say your rebuttal.
It's just an excuse for everybody to get blackout drunk in the middle of the day. And if that's what you want to do, cool. Just don't invite me.
People getting blackout drunk off of mimosas, bro?
Fam.
Hey, let me know the spot, bro. Shit.
Fam. I had to carry my homegirl back to her dorm because my LB, and her went to get brunch. She want to introduce us to this new Harlem. The spot. There's a spot. Oh my goodness! It's on 133rd, right across from the park. Right by the B&D train. It's on Saint. It's not on Saint Nick. It's a block off Saint Nick. Whatever. Neither here nor there. Jared just want to be nosy.
It is here. It is here.
Jared just want to be nosy.
I just want to know the spot because it sound like the mimosas be hitting.
It was a nice little Caribbean soul spot.
That's
it was a nice.
So we get. I need that. I need all that.
It wasn't bottomless mimosas. It was this drink she wanted to introduce to us.
Oh.
And the first one punched her, and she had to order a second one because she's a glut. She's a glutton.
It was Ray Nephew.
Bro, it was something in there, bro.
Anyways.
But anyway, stop inviting me to brunch 2021. I don't want to go.
Yo, you man, what?
I don't care.
Jared wants to be invited to brunches that actually have mimosas that are bottomless.
Air hookah.
You asking a lot, bro. It's brunch, not a lounge.
What you mean?
But anyways, yes. Moving on.
Moving on. Music, right, Jah?
What you talking about music?
Jared, you're up, baby.
I heard DJ Khaled album was over-seasoned. That's what I heard.
Hey, Jared has to give us his review first.
It's
time to shine.
No, I know he didn't give his review first. I'm just saying what I heard. I heard it was like a chef using too much seasoning on his food. It was good, but just
why is it my time to shine, George?
Because this is your album. It's to review. I did Young Thugs. Now you're doing this one.
All right. Um, my review was it was decent. It was decent. I felt like he rushed it a lot. I felt like some of the beats that he chose for certain artists didn't flow.
Mm.
Like I believe like the song where they had with A Boogie, Rick Ross, and I think one more artist. I think A Boogie didn't. I didn't think that was a A Boogie type beat. Um, then he did the Jay Z and Nas, Hov and Nas. I thought that was pretty good. You know, both of them collab. They was a grown man ish, which was pretty cool to have them on a song. Like I
What
said, I
was the
thought,
song good though? Was that song good though?
yeah,
Rank it on Jay-Z Nas songs.
like top 4 or 5.
Above Black Republican though, right?
Yeah.
All right, man. That's all I need today. If it's better than Black Republican, then we Gucci. We Gucci.
Yeah. But because it was like the beat was slow, so it was like a slow melodic beat. I think that Hov and was pretty much
Hove put 100 bars on there.
nah
That was a short verse.
no
Khaled paid the minimum to Hope this time.
Man.
yeah it was a short verse by both of them.
Okay.
The album itself is short. It's like 13 songs, 54 minutes.
Somebody said Cardi was rapping like she was a hostage.
The vocals definitely was rushed, but her song was actually good though.
I would think so. It's Cardi. She got the number one record in the country right now.
People saying her vocals, so she was singing on that song.
No, not her actual singing, man.
Was he saying like they just threw the lyrics out? She just
Yeah,
rapped on.
it wasn't
Okay.
mixed properly. It wasn't mixed properly.
Okay.
Like it wasn't mixed properly.
That is the worst, bro.
I like the Lil Baby and Dirk song, of course.
That's of course. Sound like he didn't listen to it. He just knew it was gonna be good.
Nah, come on. The only reason why I said that though because them two already got like an album coming out, so I could tell they was working on that song, and DJ Khaled just came over there and put a little "We the best." Like that collab was I could actually like felt that collab rather than the other collab I felt put together.
Okay. How did y'all feel about the album? I honestly don't care because I didn't listen to it, but
I mean, cause you on your Ramadan.
I'm about to do the last 10 days. Y'all not about to hear from me. I'm about to go in a hyperbolic time chamber. Inshallah.
We gotta. The next episode we gotta talk about Ramadan, bro. I think no, because what was it? It was like 3 weeks ago. We talked about Christianity and fasting. I think next episode we gotta ask about Ramadan because like you can't listen to music, but you potted with us, bro. Muhammad didn't have this technology in his time.
Make it make sense, bro. Just make it make sense. Just make it make sense, bro. Make it make sense.
Now John's about to skip the next episode because it's easy.
Make it make sense. I just want to make it make sense.
I'm just asking, bro, because like shit, some shit don't make sense to me. Like you can't listen to music, but you can video chat and go on your cell phone and shit. I'm like, all right. I mean, you didn't have newspapers back then either, but shit.
To stay on topic, I thought the album. I only listened to it once, but the first listen that I got off of it, it was good. I wasn't like rushing back to replay it, and that's why I only got the one listen out of it. One thing that really stood out to me that I really liked was on the Meek Mill song. They used the same sample that Little Snoop used on one of his songs, so it was really cool to hear Meek go over the same sample that Snoop once did. So that was just a cool little Easter egg in there.
Which one was it? Have It All?
Whatever, the one towards the end of the album.
No, I'm talking about the Snoop sample.
Oh, I don't know. It wasn't. It's I can tell you right now which I have it on my phone. That's why. But I have the little hold on. It's where is it? Apparently, I don't have it on my phone. I thought I had it on my phone. It was a freestyle he did though. It was a freestyle he did.
Okay.
So, but I don't have
Oh,
the freestyle.
I did like lemon pepper freestyle from Meek though.
Yeah, I like that too. It was short.
Oh my god, it took so much willpower to click on that video.
You listen to it.
Yeah, he was talking that talk on that one.
The lemon pepper freestyle? I haven't heard it yet.
He really talk on that.
You continue, George, or unless you was done giving your review.
No, I was done. I was gonna say I also checked the 21 Savage song from the new Saw movie. That thing was cool just because of the sample on that. How they sampled the Saw theme song as the background sound for the song. So that was cool. But otherwise, the other new music that came out this week was nothing special.
Yeah.
What was the other music that came out this week?
I listened to the Gucci song, and I listened to the Keemstar and Travis song.
Yo, what's her name? Didn't put out no music. I don't even know her. Dream Doll. Dream Doll, is that her name?
Cash Doll?
Nah, Dream Doll.
There's a Dream Doll too.
I didn't hear anything. I'll look though. Right now for you.
Nah, I haven't. I don't.
Flying Lotus.
J. Cole is coming out soon.
Allegedly.
Yes, he is.
Allegedly, TDE is supposed to be dropping this week.
Relax.
No, like they are dropping something.
Relax. Everybody's. I just don't want to get Jared started, bro.
Bro, we ain't said it. It's TDE. That's the label.
It's gonna be Schoolboy.
It's gonna be cute. Schoolboy Q and SZA. We already know this.
I just don't want to hear from Jared right now.
You're gonna hear next week.
Tired.
Okay. God. And so what?
Drake retired too.
No, Drake went on Instagram Live at 5:25 in the morning, and he was playing something in the background. The album's coming.
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
Playing old samples.
You've been saying that since January, George.
Yo, I heard Styles P was supposed to be dropping an album each month because he was going to retire this year. Did y'all hear anything about that?
No.
I did not.
Damn.
Has he dropped any albums?
That would be the best indicator.
I'm asking you, buddy.
On March 12th, 2021, he dropped True and Livin', and it was a single.
Come on, SP.
And that is it for this year. His last
he announced it in February.
Was in 2020, and it was Styles David, Ghost Your Enthusiasm.
Damn, he might be hanging it up, son. He's too happy out there, him and his wife and his juice.
Hey, that's YBN Corday, bro.
YBN set for life, boy.
He just dropped the EP.
Who?
Corday.
He did?
Yeah.
When was this?
Like 2 weeks. I thought I played it on the way to Burkhardt.
No.
You probably did. He just didn't know who it was.
He most certainly didn't because I had Auto Shazam on. he most certainly didn't.
What is Auto Shazam, fam?
It Shazams all the music that plays in the area automatically instead of you having to click on the button to Shazam the song.
Oh, what, man? The song.
Why you can just ask him, yo?
That's a pride thing.
Because when I save, because then when I'm ready to download my music, I download it. When I'm free and ready to go. I couldn't download it. On the burner while I was in the car because I didn't want to use the hotspot. Kill my battery. You know what I'm saying?
But
so I downloaded it.
Jared's car had the hotspot.
I didn't know that. He ordered a premium, but it didn't look like a premium, so I didn't know.
But it had Wi-Fi, so it was premium.
It did?
Yeah, it did.
Why you ain't tell me that the car had Wi-Fi? I'm using my data and shit. Wow. I bet.
Yo, you did that.
I bet. It's all good. But yeah, I didn't hear it. Shazam didn't say anything about YBN Corday, and I didn't know that he dropped the EP.
Yeah, he dropped the fourth EP.
That's tough. I like that. I like Corday a lot, honestly.
Yeah, he puts out some good music with lyrics. He has good lyrics in his music.
Yeah, 4 songs.
I'm waiting on him to drop some songs in Creole and in Japanese. You know what I'm saying? It's time. You gotta get them. You gotta get them lyrics in there, bro. You gotta get them Japanese and them Creole lyrics in there. Time is coming.
I
All right,
hear
Tom.
it.
Get us
But
out of here,
that's it,
Brody.
though. Yeah.
Oh, T, one song for the coffee tape. One.
What?
One song.
One song and one
song.
song goes. All right. So I'm gonna go. Should I go old school? I feel like I'm gonna go old school.
He's about to say 5 songs at once. Watch.
No, no, no. No,
He gonna give us a DJ mix.
I'm really gonna go. I'm really gonna go. I'm really gonna go old school. I'm gonna do H Town, Knocking the Boots. It's a good track. Good
All
track.
right, that's a nice little way to
You
end
like
the
you like
podcast.
you like that, because it's old school. You like them old school slow joints, on it.
Hey, those they get it done. What can I say?
Hey, right. I'm just saying.
Allegedly,
Some
of
gangster.
course.
I'm just saying some gangster shit will change the whole perspective for you, bro.
This has been episode 31, brought to you by the Morehouse Maroon Tigers. You already know the vibes. Listen,
Bro,
man.
they did not cut us a check, bro.
Yo, man. J
They-
Jazz is about to be, in the state of New York, you can't be an unemployed black man.
What? What?
You can't be an unemployed black man in the state of New York. You got to pay back taxes when you're unemployed.
If you know, you know. You gotta pay taxes on the taxes that you already paid, right?
Yo, you got to pay taxes on the taxes you already paid, and you got to pay back even though you're unemployed.
That's tough. That's tough. Hey, that's why they say the rich get richer and the poor stay poor, bro.
Yo, shout out to New York State, though, man.
All right, bro, you can stop recording, bro.
Hey, bro. I didn't even say. Hey, first of all, it's the DJ World Boss. We signing out.
And this is G. I
already
just wanted
stopped
to. How you cut off my out?